nice and early. What is the time? Like, 25 past 4. Right, so I'm just gonna back up and hitch this trailer. We've got the red plate. Alright. Park and brake should be on the other side. Don't know what trailer this is. Alright. Yeah. Oh, got some new airbags on that. Okay. There we go. Ugh. That's legs up, nice and stiff. Early morning workout. Let's level it. Take the handbrake off. And we're good to go. Right guys, so what is it? 3 hours 26-minute drive. And off we go. It's between, is it Nottingham and Sheffield where we're going? Yeah, Sheffield, Nottingham, and we're going there. So nice long journey and off we go. 3 hours 30 minutes. So apparently gonna be getting there for around 5 minutes past 8. But you know how it goes with traffic, all that is gonna change. Would I recommend a driving job? As I see on my videos, there's a lot of comments about I'm doing my class 1 or I've just started driving. Would I say to you, Well, from somebody like me who's currently driving a class 1, yep. Would I say to you, get your license or do your class 1 license? I would personally say yes, not because I'm just saying that for the sake of it, but because I do it myself and it's not too bad. I enjoy it. I don't dislike it, you know, it is what it is. By the end of the day, it's like anything else in life. When you picture a truck with a trailer, it looks very hard to drive. And is it at first? Yes, it is at first. Anything you try for the first time, it's hard. Even an office job, you've never done it before in your life and you go do it, it's hard. Anything that you do, it's different, you know, because it's new to you. It's something that you've never done before. But after that, it's like a routine, you get used to it. But the thing that I like personally, I don't know if some of you are gonna relate or whatever, leave a comment in the comment section below. The thing that I like personally is the fact that I'm by myself. I'm out on my own, there's nobody bothering me. I take my breaks, basically, let's not say when you want to take your breaks, when it's legal to do so, because you're working on a taco here. I don't have a boss walking around me here and there checking on what I'm doing. Saying that, some jobs are like that. Some driving jobs are like that. You have a boss that maybe needs you to go somewhere after you've done what you need to do, so you need to make a phone call. And most jobs, you literally don't talk to your boss, you don't talk to anybody apart from the customers. But if you're not a lazy kind of person, you can wake up at stupid o'clock in the morning. You know, most jobs, when you go an agency, you make your decisions when you want to start, when you want to finish. You know, agency these days is basically the way, depending on your circumstances, you know. Sometimes it works for some, and for others it doesn't work. And yes, when you start driving at first, it's very, very tiring, because you're not used to it. You're not used to constantly getting out of bed, driving to work, and then driving a long distance to where you need to go. Like today, for example, I'm driving 3.5 hours to this store. All right, so we're nearly there. We just got this long stretch of road and about 2 roundabouts, and we're basically there. We've got 5 minutes left. We literally left at night and arrived in the day. Isn't that beautiful? I've literally just watched the sun come up the whole journey. They've got, wow, this is the only stretch of road that I've ever seen with like a lot of lay-bys. Normally when you don't need them, they're there, but when you need them, you don't see any lay-bys. That's massive. What's this? DHL. Wow, that is massive. It's like, isn't that like the main distribution center for the DHL? That is big. Imagine how much money they spent on that building.
After 200 yards,
there we have green call.
And take the 3rd exit, Manton Wood Enterprise Park. Then, at the end of the road,
what's that in front?
Right.
Chalice. Never heard of that.
Go right on the
we're going to take up 2 lanes here.
3rd exit, then at the end
awkward,
of the road,
tight
right.
road. I could see it when I was approaching it. When you get used to the size of the vehicle, everything's easier. You understand a lot more, but when you don't know the size at first, you
have reached your destination.
You tend to stitch yourself up, because then you go try and budge out and there's cars left, right, yeah. Oh. Cheers, mate. Nice little tight corner there, didn't expect that.
After 100 yards, you have reached your destination.
Where are we going? Oh, here.
You have reached your destination, Manton Wood Enterprise Park.
I don't need the other lane, we'll make that. Samworth Brothers, Manton Wood. We are here. Please drive over speed bump before parking. Okay. Yeah, it does make sense, doesn't it? There we go. Right, and in we go. Checked in. Oh, there's one in front of us. That's annoying. Oh, he's just going. He's just going. I don't know if you could see him, but I could see his trailer on the top there. He's reversing in already. Oh, that's tight. Yes. Take out a lamppost, not right now, just got you. Imagine all that journey, some good driving, and you end up taking out some lamppost. Alright?
TV parking.
Right, okay.
Parking just up there, yeah.
Alright.
Somebody will come out to you, they'll be ready.
Alright, cheers. Normally you're supposed to park in that corner, then reverse onto one of those bays. But they want me to do a long reverse. So they've told me to park up here. And then somebody's gonna come out, let me know when they're ready. They shouldn't be too long because I saw there is one bay empty. Alright, let me show you a little quick trick in reversing a HGV. So where I am, my trailer's sticking out here. I needed to stick out there because I wanted to go this way. Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? A little bit confusing at first. So I'm going to point the steering wheel that way, steer to the left, because I want that side to come out and this side to go in. As you can see, it's already going in and that side's coming out. So it's going to go closer to the wall. At the same time, look down here, we're going to take that out. And then we're going to go back, bring the trailer out this way again, so we can see the line. There, look at that. Yeah, it's pretty easy stuff. You get used to it. So, if you like working by yourself, you don't like other people bothering you, do you have to like driving? That's a hard one. I suppose, yeah, you kinda do. It depends. Sometimes I wake up and I'm not in the mood to drive, but it's work. It's the same things. Sometimes you wake up and you don't feel like going to work, but you know, it's work, you have to go, it's, yeah. You can argue with that one. I suppose you, I don't know, you kind of do have to like driving. If you like the way it looks, you like the way it sounds, then give it a go and find out for yourself. Like if you saw my other video, I was talking about I don't like nights out. I don't want to do nights out. I'd never even done a night out. They gave me a big truck that they do nights out in, the Volvo 500, and I kind of enjoyed it actually, I'm not going to lie. It was quite good. I've only done one night out, so I basically know nothing about nights out, because those type of things you have to do it a few times to get used to it, and you're basically an expert. What trailer have we got in the back? We've got the parcel delivery from interparcel.com. I think that's just somebody, never even heard of it. That's just an advert. The fridge is coming on the trailer, that's good, because we're waiting. Save money, save time, send online. Some parcel deliveries. Everything is intact. Oh, good. And I was gonna say, if you don't like waiting around and truck driving, one of the things you do quite a lot is waiting around. Yeah. there is quite a lot of waiting around when it comes to this job. Like right now, this is what the bed is for, guys. So he's told me they're gonna come out when they're ready. So right now, as I'm waiting, I could potentially take my shoes off. Yep. And then just have a little nap. Look, can you hear that? That's from the fridge. Oh, this thing's actually rattling. So good luck sleeping if you've got a fridge trailer. But if you've got a curtain sider, nice and easy, you can sleep. You could probably sleep with that fridge on. You get used to it, your ears get used to it, and you basically pretend it's not there. Now, driving is not just driving. There's a lot to take in, a lot to consider, a lot to look out for. Yeah, just health and safety stuff, basically. So you're looking at health and safety for other people and for yourself as well when you're, especially in one of these big machines. A lot of blind spots, especially that area. If you're overtaken and there's a car down that side, you won't be able to see it. So you constantly have to keep checking the mirrors and see who's gonna get into that blind spot. Yeah, sometimes you can park up. There could be a low wall down there or a bollard, and I've done it before. Yep, parked up, done a delivery, completely forgot when to drive when I took out the light on that side. Yeah, I've even done it reversing before because the swing comes out. Yeah, there's a lot, but once you make the mistakes, it's good to make the mistakes, you know. Doesn't mean you're bad, it just means you're gonna learn a lot more than others are. That's something to look forward to if you're doing your driving, making mistakes. You could prevent this type of things by, before you get in the vehicle and drive off after doing a delivery, walk around the vehicle, see what's around. Just keep an eye out, and then you know what's around before you get in the driver's seat and move the vehicle. You might do that for the first week or two, and then you're gonna think you're a better driver than anybody else, and yeah, you just create bad habits. We all do it. We're human. We're not machines. Driving HGVs, or I don't know, I'm not sure about vans now, but driving these things, so like, there's a lot of jobs. You can switch about. Agencies, companies, it's flexible. Like, if I said right now, for an example, and this is a true example, not to sound cocky or any type of way, but it's just how things are working right now. It's the truth. If I say I'm gonna quit my job today, I could do it, go home, sign up for an agency, and they could find me a job, immediate start, maybe 2 days time or next week I'll be in a new job. That's just how driving is going at the moment. I know, it's crazy. What other jobs can you do that with? You just quit today and you got another job the next week. But I know some people that have done that, and there is a lot of people out there that do that. But for me, if I have to do that, I have to find something else first, get that lined up, make sure I have that before leaving where I currently am, just to have that security there. Now, stress. Is it stressful driving? It can be, depending on what type of person you are. I'm not really a stressed person, or I don't really get stressed like that, but you can start sweating. You can start sweating when you can't find a place, when you can't park in a tight space or back onto a tight bay. So some of these places, the bays are, you'd think to yourself, who designed this yard or whatever. Yeah, it can be a bit crazy. But at the same time, you got to think, everybody that drives one of these things is a professional driver today. It can reverse this with their eyes shut or whatever. They had to start somewhere. When they look at you trying to reverse or trying to park or do something, they're probably just, they're not watching you to judge you. They do watch. A lot of drivers do, because you're in a yard, everybody's parked up, and you're the only one reversing, and everybody's just looking at you. And you're thinking to yourself, are they looking at me because I'm rubbish, because they're looking at me, they're putting pressure on me, I'm gonna mess this up. Nah, they're probably just looking at you and thinking, I remember when that was me that day. Yeah, I remember doing that. You know, you just got to think positive of it. And one thing you got to keep in mind, very important, you have to think, if you're nervous in any kind of way, or, you know, or not confident, very important, you got to think, how many trucks do you see on the road every day? Or how many trucks are moving every day? If they can do it, obviously you can do it. It's that easy. Oh, he's off the bay already. That was pretty quick. What was that? One pallet. Must have in your bag. Must have. Yeah, so if there's anything else you guys want to know, want to ask, leave it in the comment section below. My advice is, if somebody else is going to teach you how to drive or anything like that, especially a truck, just don't listen to them. You have to listen to your instructor or the qualified DVSA qualified person teaching you how to drive a truck. They're the most important people you have to listen to. Anybody else giving advice, you can listen to it, you don't have to take it on board, because they might teach you something else when you get to do your driving test or lessons. You have to learn their way on how they want you to drive, how they want you to basically be or behave. You have to learn from them, and then once you've got that, basically that's what they want to see you do. They know their examiners because they go there all the time with their students for their tests, and they know what the examiners want to see and what they don't want to see. And this guy's ready for me yet? Come on, I don't want to be here for 2 hours again. Definitely at first when you jump in one of these things and you see that trailer in your rear view, you're like, whoa, this is heavy. And another thing that I found was it was very bouncy compared to a car. The size of the vehicle, the size of the tires, the suspension is all different. I think he's about to walk this way. Two, thank you. He went to say bay 1 there, said bay 2. Got a long way to reverse behind me. Why did they do this to me? HGVs only. Look at that, you get designated places as well. Imagine you go to a workplace and it says this parking is only for David, or it's only for Jason. Well, here I get HGVs only. Feel special? Why not? Ah, there's another one. Oh, I thought it's coming this way then. I don't know where bay 2 is. I'm just gonna keep going back. And sometimes it can be tricky reversing these things in a straight line, because there's slight input on the steering wheel and that trailer's moving. I can just see my marker in the mirror. And then knowing, how tight is this? How tight is it? Don't do this to me. Bend that trailer around the corner. Don't take out that forklift, jeez. Nearly took out the bollard, the whatever it's called, crash barrier. Bay 2's there. So I'm gonna stop about there. That would do. Am I in a yeah, perfectly straight there now. So stop. There. So then what you do here, before you back all the way back, all you got to do is open the doors and then reverse onto the bay. It's because bay 1 is not working because they've got that yellow barrier there. Right. And then when you reverse onto the bay, these and these basically have to touch that. Basically have to just touch it a little bit, not crash into it. You are basically crashing into it, but not high impact speed. Just until you slightly bounce off it. Let's go back now. Touching. You never know when it's going to touch. Sometimes you can tell, isn't it? Yeah, there, touched. Handbrake first, then neutral, engine. And that's it. There we have it. I'm gonna go in there, unload. And what I just delivered back there was God knows how many ton worth of mayonnaise, ketchup, or whatever sauces it was. Actually, at Greencore, I think they're in partnership with Samworth Brothers, or it's the same company. I'm not too sure. And that was, what was it? It was 18 pallets. But yeah, so what they do here is they make the sandwiches for Tesco. So your meal deal main is made here. Yeah, Tesco stuff, sandwiches, wraps. It's all made here in Greencore. They have a few of these around the country. Next time you get your meal deal or you get a sandwich from Tesco, whatever, this is where it's made. Greencore, Samworth Brothers. Yeah. Anyway, I need to make a phone call, see what I'm doing next, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. We're currently at the next one, and we just got to park up before we get this empty trailer loaded, and then off we go. So this is, I don't even know where we are, I forgot. It's brakes somewhere. So where I am tells you on the screen right now because I've already forgotten where I am. Yeah, it happens when you drive. I got to park all these little waiting. We'll put it in this one. Yeah, I have to be awkward, don't I? There's a space. I tell you what, instead of being awkward, put it in that one there. That's it. Wanting a bit shallow there, might need a shunt. Or can we straighten it up? I don't know how much room I've got the other side. I don't know how tight these bays are, so Ah, there's plenty of room. Look, that's so annoying. I'm in the bay properly, but you should see how much room I've got one end compared to the other end. I like to be in the middle of the bay. I could have left it there, but then that makes it harder for somebody else. Or they're more likely to touch my trailer with their trailer. We don't want that. So and that is it. That should do us there. Nice and easy. Right, so I just got to wait here, wait for somebody to come out and let me know which bay I'm gonna go on to get loaded, and that will be that. Then we'll be back to the depot. Yep. Right, any questions? Comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe. Until the next video. See you on the next one, guys. Thank you for watching.